Hundreds of people in the valley say they are hearing voices in their heads. And those voices are being transmitted by microwave or other methods.
Well, several viewers asked us to investigate what they call electronic harassment. KMIR6's Angela Monroe joins us now with what she's discovered. Angela.
Electronic harassment, synthetic telepathy, voice-to-skull technology. Chances are you haven't heard of these terms, but after searching the internet, I found dozens of websites dedicated to the phenomenon and several Valley residents who say they're victims.
How much more can you invade me than to go into my brain?
It sounds like somebody else is reading the book, only it's thoughts.
We're not having a group hallucination. This is actually something that's happening.
These men all live in the area, didn't know each other before the voices started, and say someone is playing mind games with them.
Mostly it's a lot of derogatory comments about whatever you're thinking about.
Only time I ever had a whole sentence, he said, "This is not about you," which just frosted me. If it's not about me, what the hell am I going through all this for?
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Well, today I want to talk about a subject that, although it links into a lot of the stuff we've discussed here on the channel, I've never actually done a video on this specific topic and phenomenon. And up until recently, I didn't realize just how big this phenomenon really is. So, are you a targeted individual? Well, first you have to know what is a targeted individual, or a TI for short. As you've probably gotten an idea from the clips I just showed, it's a person who basically has been, is currently, or who is intermittently under, I guess you could say, a form of attack by implants, lasers, handheld microwave and X-ray devices, plasma beams, and virtually any other type of directed energy weapon, which results in a myriad of symptoms from electrical shocks, hearing voices, and just an overall feeling that your health is in decline due to some unknown and unseen reason. And in fact, there are now so many victims that the phenomenon can no longer be denied, with even the Department of Justice having verified the rising number of people dealing with this phenomenon through government surveys. And so these people exist all over the world. They are everyday, normal, average, non-crazy people. Well, I'm sure some of them may be. Of course, you'd have to say that in some cases, mental health or some sort of disease has to play a role. But the more that you research into this topic of targeted individuals, you realize that it can affect you, your family, your friends, and anyone from any walk of life. And it's as simple as one day you feel normal, you're going about your everyday life, and the next you literally feel as if you are being hit or targeted by some sort of energy apparatus that is described by most people as torturous.
I was living in the San Diego area, I was clerking for a federal judge, and I noticed that I was being followed by a whole bunch of people.
According to the websites, what Bond is describing is called gang stalking. He moved to Palm Springs to escape.
I started hearing, as you'll hear, hearing voices, and what they'll call voice-to-skull or microwave hearing.
Bob Stansfield says his experience was similar and started a decade ago.
They were active in following me around here, and I started hearing the voices a little bit after the vehicular stalking.
Randall Ringer says the voices started when he was undergoing chemotherapy.
The first thing that was said was, "Randall Ringer." And I sat up straight and I went to into the bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, looked myself in the eyes, and I said, did that really happen?
Bond says he's found more than 300 victims locally and is tracking others across the state through billboards. In Johnson Valley, a Freedom House just opened to help people who believe they are being targeted.
To many of you who find yourselves the object of covert harassment, that there is hope and that you are not alone, and that we are striving to find legislation and we're working towards freedom for all.
And then we have the implants, which have been found in a number of these so-called targeted individuals through various scans, x-rays, and MRIs, and subsequent surgeries. Now, nobody knows for sure who's behind this. Some say it's the government, with references to mind control and rumors of CIA files, one of which is called Operation Pandora, in which in the 60s the US researched biological and behavioral effects of microwave radiation. Then we have the 2002 Air Force Research Laboratory patent for using microwaves to send spoken words into someone's head. And of course, you can also look into MKUltra and the government's continued illegal experimentation on the unknowing public since the 1950s. If you remember, we've spoken many times about a man who goes by the name of Dr. Roger Leir, who was a surgeon who is best known as an investigator and remover of alleged alien implants, having removed 10 separate and distinct objects suspected of possibly being of an alien nature. These objects have been scientifically investigated by some of the most prestigious laboratories in the world, and their findings have been baffling, and some comparisons have been made to meteorite samples. Dr. Leir was a pioneer in his work, and although he passed away in 2014, the evidence and proof of this phenomenon lives on today in the form of archive footage.
This surgery was filmed by two television groups from out of the country. One is Mexico, and it was shown widely in all the Spanish-speaking countries, including Mexico, and that was by Televisio. Telemundo just aired a two-part, 1 hour each major program on this case, which I will go over. Here's the object after it's been removed. It's still covered with its biological coating. And we had an instrument which is essentially a microscope that was a very powerful optical microscope, and we were able to get it under the microscope and look at it almost immediately after it was removed from the body, which gave us a new insight as to what some of these things look like. Now, when you do these things, and when you're dealing with television networks, why, you're always besieged by a jillion cameras, which sometimes there's so many cameras they get in the way of each other, which makes the job a little bit harder to do. But we are a nonprofit organization. A&S Research is the one that's responsible for doing all the research. There's no charge that's ever made.
And so, before I leave you guys today, the main reason that I wanted to post this video is not to go into full detail about the targeted individual phenomenon, because actually there's already another very well done documentary that you can find right here on YouTube that could say everything that I could have said in this video. And it was recently put out by Vice, and it's called Meet the Targeted Individuals, and it is extremely eye-opening. It raises some very important questions about this phenomenon, and after having watched it myself, I thought it was perfect for you guys to watch if you want to know more about this phenomenon. So head down to the link in the video description, check it out, and let me know what you think. And in the meantime, I am going to be interviewing some people who have already contacted me who are themselves targeted individuals. And likewise, I am also going to be doing an interview for a new film that is coming out based on Roger Leir's work. So be sure to look out for that. I should have that video up here within the next week. So thank you guys for stopping by today. Be sure to share this video, hit the subscribe button, and of course let us know if you've experienced something similar. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys back in just a bit.